You cannot expect to make profit if you cannot measure your own performance properly. By the end of this video, you will know how should Forex traders measure their profits in percentages, risk to reward ratios or pips. You may think it's too obvious, but many traders actually take the wrong approach when it comes to gauging their gains and losses. But it's not their fault entirely. The truth is, the information out there, whether from brokers or YouTube trader gurus, isn't always as professional as it seems when it comes to measuring trading performance and managing risk. That's why today I'm sharing a more practical, realistic lesson on the correct way to measure risk management and trading performance. I guarantee you this is something you haven't come across ever. This will determine if you're serious about advancing your trading career or not. So pay close attention to everything I cover in this video and watch till the end. Before we dive into measuring risk and reward while trading, let's quickly go over the 3 basic methods of measuring profits. Let's dive into the 3 basic ways to measure your profits while trading Forex. First up, the 1% method. With this approach, traders choose a specific percentage of their trading account to risk per trade, typically 1 or 2%. The idea here is to stick to this percentage no matter what happens. If you win, your position size gradually increases in relation to your trading account size. However, it's often the case that traders end up losing for various reasons. As a result, they find themselves stuck with smaller position sizes, making it harder for them to make money or even get back to their entry points. Next, we have measuring pips. Now this method focuses on pips gained or lost in each trade. To be honest, this method is a bit ridiculous and I won't spend too much time on it. Trading is all about winning or losing money, not pips or points. So it's essential to keep your central focus on your money, whether it's pounds, yen, dollars or any other currency. This way, you'll have complete control over your emotions. Last but not least, we have measuring based on R or fixed dollar risk. With this method, traders predefine the maximum amount they are comfortable losing on each trade. They then risk the same fixed amount on all their trades until they decide to make a change. The money at risk is represented as R, where R stands for risk. Rewards are measured as multiples of the risk taken. For example, 2R means the reward should be double the risk. This method requires a fair amount of discretion, but what sets winners apart from losers is their unmatched guts and judgment. Fact: size doesn't matter. The risk you take per trade is not something you should rush into. It requires careful and thoughtful execution. It's all personal based and depends on your financial position, circumstances, and overall risk profile as a trader. Let's take an example to understand this better. Imagine trader A and trader B both have a $10,000 trading account. They both risk just 1% of their account for a trade. Now, here's the catch. Even though they take the same percentage of risk, their life circumstances, financial situation and profile are completely different considering the 1% rule. It's sort of puzzling, right? I mean, why would 2 different people risk the same percentage of their accounts when the actual dollar value they risk might not make sense based on their unique circumstances? It just doesn't add up, does it? Honestly, the whole 1% rule was designed to make things simpler for beginners, but I don't think any professional trader would want to stick to it unless they are willing to lose money slowly. You see, it's just like a death by 1,000 cuts. That's why the dollar risk method makes so much more sense. With this method, Forex traders have different risk profiles and their individual situations can play a significant role in determining how much they can comfortably risk per trade. The 1% method, on the other hand, is just a random number, which may or may not make sense when you consider unique financial situations and circumstances. By the way, when it comes to trading Forex or CFDs, the size of your account is actually arbitrary. Your trading account, in simple terms, is just a margin account that holds your deposits for leveraged positions. And professional traders who truly understand this don't put all their trading funds in their trading account. There are many reasons for that, including the fact that it's often more profitable to keep that money elsewhere. However, it's important to note that the amount you fund your trading account with doesn't determine your overall net worth or the income you can generate through trading. But then you need also to know that in stock trading, you need to have more money in a deposit simply because stock trading doesn't have so much leverage available for traders. So this means that if you want to take control of stocks worth $100,000, then you need to have up to $100,000 in your account too. But Forex is better leveraged. In Forex, to control that said 100K, just a standard lot, you need roughly $2,000 to $3,000 in your account and you're good to go. The myth of compounding and the 1% rule in actively managed trading accounts. You might have come across the popular 1% money management rule that supposedly helps you exponentially increases your position size. Well, let me tell you, that's just a myth. Time to break it down. Here's the real deal. Professional Forex traders often withdraw profits from their trading accounts every couple of months, which brings their accounts back to a baseline level. So relying on the 1% rule won't actually lead to increasing your position size forever. Let's face it, we all need to make withdrawals eventually, right? If your goal is to make real money from trading, then the fixed dollar risk approach is your best bet. Why? Because if trading is a business that generates revenue for you to withdraw and spend, then compounding isn't what it seems. In fact, it dramatically impacts your overall strategy. Here's a piece of advice for you. Don't believe everything you hear or read on the internet. Now let's talk about the benefits of using either percentage R or 1% rule. These approaches ensure that as your trading account grows, your position size grows with it. However, there's a catch. Once you make a withdrawal, boom, your position size takes a hit and you're back to trading with smaller amounts. That's where the fixed dollar risk model comes in handy. It keeps everything consistent and smooth. Now let's be clear. Compounding is suitable for retirement or wealth accounts where you trade and invest for long-term growth. In those cases, you let your money grow over time without touching it. That's when you truly benefit from compounding interest. Are you now wondering how much you should risk per trade? Well, let me tell you, it's not as complicated as it may seem. The key is to find a dollar amount that you're comfortable with even if you end up losing the trade. Stick to that amount until your account doubles or even triples. Now, let me break it down for you. When choosing the right amount, there are a few things to consider. First, you should be able to sleep soundly at night without worrying about your trades or constantly checking your devices. Second, you don't want to be glued to your computer screen getting emotional with every little movement for or against your position. Give yourself some peace of mind. Here's a tip. Choose an amount that allows you to forget about your trade for at least a day. When you finally check on it, you shouldn't be surprised by the outcome. Remember, set it and forget it. That's the safer route to take. Lastly, as a buffer, make sure you can handle at least 10 consecutive losses without going financially broke or feeling downcast. It's important to stay strong and keep your emotions in check. So keep these points in mind when deciding how much to risk per trade. You got this. So here's the deal. When it comes to measuring your trading performance or profits, there's a practical method that I highly recommend, the fixed risk or R model. Forget about the 1% rule, but remember this, only risk an amount that you can comfortably afford to lose. Trust me, nobody knows for sure which trade will win or lose, so it's not wise to go all in on just one trade because you feel confident. If the amount you're risking keeps you up at night, it's too much, tone it down. Now let's talk about the importance of guts and discretion in Forex trading. Professional traders understand this concept very well. They rely on their experience and practice gained through spending hours in front of the screen. So my advice to you is to take your time and hone your skills by trading with a demo account before going live. This way, you'll build confidence in your own guts and discretion. Oh, and don't forget, successful trading isn't just about money management. You also need to have a solid trading psychology and a killer trading method. So there you have it. Follow these tips and you'll be one step closer to becoming the 1% top trader. If you liked this video, I'm sure you will like my other videos where I spill secrets of the trading industry. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy trading. See you in the next video.